Rachel Reeves. Remember her, the Chancellor? Yes, that Rachel Reeves. Yeah, been blasted by pubgoers who were hit by a double whammy. Guinness going up in price, that's one aspect, and diluted alcoholic drinks due to her devastating tax crab. When the government start coming for your pints, you know we are in trouble. Let's get a word from Steve Perez, founder and chairman of Global Brands. Also, Steve owns a pub and a hotel as well. Steve, good afternoon to you. Nice to have you with us. I mean, firstly, explain this to me if you could. I mean, I can understand beer going up in price. What's the deal about diluting alcohol in our drinks?
Well, there's a change of the regulations whereby you can bring the alcohol down to 3.4% ABV, and there's a massive change. There's about 75% reduction in terms of duty you pay. So right. It's probably not a bad thing, actually. I know it's not pro rata. It was to encourage people to drink lower alcohol products, such as my own hooch and VK.
Indeed. Well, but of course it does play into a wider narrative, doesn't it, about hospitality in that sector, which is already massively struggling. We've got the business rates debacle. There's been a sort of a U-turn there, although like all of these U-turns, never hold your breath because you think the devil will probably be in the detail. And I don't know whether it's a one-size-fits-all, don't worry, nothing's going up. I'm not sure about that. But nonetheless, you're in a challenging industry, no doubt about that.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a U-turn. It'll be another left turn, a bit like we did with the farmers. What they'll do, they'll tinker around the edges. They might sort of bring a lot of the smaller pubs out of the rates altogether. But we pay the highest business rates in the world. You know, just check on ChatGPT. We also pay the highest VAT in Europe for hospitality. We pay some of the highest duty. We're talking about duty, excise duty. Already hospitality contributes about 60 billion to the economy. And every time the Chancellor, any successive Chancellors, Conservatives as well before this, want any money, they just think the hospitality is just a piggy bank to go into.
Is it sort of on the... I always think that with petrol, when petrol goes up, because they know we have to buy it, you don't tend to... I've never met anybody who stopped driving their car because the cost of fuel went up. And similarly, I suppose, I know pubs can sometimes take a hit on how many people physically go into to a pub to drink. And, of course, that can be an issue as well, people drinking at home and saving money because of the cost of living crisis. But broadly speaking, it does seem, as far as the government are concerned, it's always been a target that they feel strangely relaxed about going for.
Well, I think that was the case many years ago when lots of people went out to the pubs, but pubs are closing, one a day. But now there's such great deals on at the supermarkets. People are finding it, more convenient to, stay at home and a lot cheaper to stay at home. And what they need to be doing is helping the hospitality sector. I very often wonder whether these politicians ever travel outside the UK, because I'm sure if any of us go to Europe, to any of the city centres, the city centres are buzzing. There's lots of independent shops, lots of pubs, bars, restaurants. You come to the UK town centres and they're like ghost towns, and it's mainly because of VAT and business rates.
It's extraordinary, isn't it, that if you look at the journey of the United Kingdom, and you've been a businessman, Steve, for a long time, and you've got all sorts of interests and areas, outside your own sphere of business, and you're a worldly man, is my point. If you look at the history of our country, you might think we would be the epicentre of success by now. It's not as if we haven't been there before, because we have. If you look at our innovation and the collective brains and the various characters involved in advancing industry and commerce, exporting it around planet Earth, we've been up there. We were I hate to bring Arsenal into it, but we were the Arsenal of the kind of financial league table. And yet, for some reason, you've just given some of those stats where we're the top of the wrong league tables for taxation and VAT and goodness knows what else.
Well, I think we're out of the Premiership. We're going to be non-league pretty soon. When you look at what's happening to this country. I mean, I've got, lots of friends who are entrepreneurs like me, and they're leaving in droves. I was talking to, I'm still here. I was talking to a local Ferrari dealer, and they've cut down by half the amount of cars, the allocation they've got.
Wow.
Because there aren't people out there buying. There aren't wealthy people out there. They've all gone, to Dubai, South Africa, Italy, you name it. People are leaving the country. Yeah, I'm staying here, and I'm fighting my corner, but it's a tough fight.
Yeah, indeed it is. On that point, Steve, great to have you on. Let's speak again, I'm sure, when there'll be some happier news in the world of hospitality and finance. He is Steve Perez, the founder and chairman of Global Brands, also owns the Red Lion pub in the Peak District and the Casa Hotel in Chesterfield as well.